4 weeks down in Magic City Jai-Alai's 2020 season, and to no one's surprise, our reigning champion number 13 Douglas continues to hold on to that top spot in the singles championship standings. The Wonder Boy started week 4 off with an uncharacteristic day of 0 in the money finishes. Not to worry, he was able to turn that around in a hurry, finishing off the last 3 days of play with 4 wins. Douglas's 19 singles victories so far in the season is impressive, no doubt, but it gives him only a 2-game lead ahead of the equally determined second-place player, number 23, Ikeda. After going winless in his previous week of Jai-Alai action, Ikeda completely flipped the script in week 4. Anderluck and Vuelo are only about a metaphorical length behind first place with 14 and 13 wins respectively, but they're going to have to stay sharp if they want to catch up to the 2 runaway ponies at the front of the pack. Not only did Ikeda earn 5 singles wins in week 4, but he also capped off the week with his second golden cesta of the season. Number 23 left the digital fans and his competition in awe with his silky smooth play and unmatched consistency. Ikeda is now the only player on the 2020 roster with multiple Player of the Week awards. In our first doubles championship tournament of the season, the strategy of keeping the ball away from Douglas seems to be backfiring as he and Lamonte continue to fly up the leaderboard. Though they didn't quite match their unworldly output from week 3, they were able to secure 4 more doubles wins to maintain their gargantuan lead over the rest of the teams. With their 14 wins, the team of Douglas and Lamonte have twice as many victories as the teams of Bueno and Tennessee and Asier and Kubala, who are going into week 5 with a total of 7 wins. Asier and Kubala were one team in particular that stormed back from the depths of the leaderboard in week 4. They officially tossed their hat back in the ring with an impressive 4-win week. Kubala seemed to catch every ball that came his way, and Asier played the perfect complementary role in the front court with a display of improved patience and excellent shot making. Asier and Kubala will need to continue at this torrent pace if they, or any other team for that matter, want to continue to put pressure on Douglas and Lamonte. We've seen some comeback kids in Magic City's history, so nothing is impossible. This past week, the Jai-Alai channel made history with the first ever Fantasy Jai-Alai League. Here's how it works. Every week, members of the league draft a new fantasy team of 4 players. Out of the roster of 4, 3 must be singles players and 1 must be a doubles team. Each player and doubles team has a dollar value assigned to it based on the statistical averages from the season. The objective is for league members to build the highest scoring fantasy team using a $21 budget every week. The fantasy team with the highest point total at the end of each week will win a prize. Plus, at the end of the season, a specialty prize will be given to the fantasy team with the highest overall points total. The scoring system for Magic City's Fantasy League is as follows: 5 points per win, 3 points per place, 2 points per show, and 1 point per quad. Every week is a new chance to start earning points for your fantasy team, so new league members can join at any time. Entries must be submitted by 11:59 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Thursday to be valid. In other words, fantasy teams must be drafted every week prior to the first serve of the week. Our second week of Fantasy Jai-Alai action kicks off this upcoming week, so visit fantasyjai-alai.com to draft your own fantasy team and start winning today. This week's Rebote play goes to a guy with a pretty impressive bloodline, number 31, Asier. Asier struggled in both singles and doubles play at the beginning of week 4, but he still managed to get his head in the game and continually found himself in the coveted win column, 7 times to be exact. Perhaps Asier's inspired play was sparked by this helmet-flying, diving, no-look Rebote save in the first performance of the week. You're going to have to see this one to believe it. Take a look at this Rebote play of the week.
Here's Cool Fitness on the forehand. Nice and hard to the front wall. Gets by Kubala. Asier with a diving save to make the save. Beautiful by Asier.